and welcome to this video that actually turned out to be way more relevant than I really thought it would be when I first thought up of this idea. I thought of this idea like I don't even know. I mean, I've been wanting to do this video for a long time, and it was kind of just born out of the fact of like, who do I think would be really interesting over with everybody in Virginia at this time and everything like that. And I don't know, now after this season has gone on and everything like that, it's kind of turned into, oh yeah, it's definitely like more and more likely that, you know, they're gonna end up there anyway. So I had kind of a moment of like, should I still do this video? Does it matter? It seems like they're all heading that way anyway. I mean, we haven't seen the finale yet, but I mean, who knows kind of thing. So I don't know, but I still think it's a relevant video to make where we can kind of talk about who we're most excited to see interact with those in kind of the final destination of Virginia. So I stuck with the idea, and I hope you guys can let me know who you would pick, and yeah, let's just have some fun with this. I'm going to put a slight disclaimer on two characters. One, I'm going to put the very bizarre disclaimer on Madison. I know some of you, I'm kind of in that camp as well, don't really think she's entirely dead, who knows? But right now I'm just gonna go with people that we know are alive. And the other disclaimer is I'm not going to put Morgan into this. If I put Morgan into this, he would top the list. Of course, I want him to reunite with literally everybody there. So obviously, you know, he would be number one, but I'm not putting Morgan on this list because this list is more about characters that haven't been to Virginia and don't know those characters and how they would fit in and how well their characters and how interesting they would be on the, you know, Walking Dead show. So number 6 on this list is Althea. So I really like Al. She is one of the new ones that just, I don't know, I absolutely adore. And I think there's a lot of mystery to her. A lot of people are kind of thinking that she might have some connections to Virginia and that whole group anyway. So I think that's kind of, I don't know, I would say that there might be some connections, there might not, but nonetheless, every single person in, you know, whether they were from, you know, Rick's group or Alexandria or the Kingdom or the Hilltop or the Sanctuary, almost everybody has a very interesting story to tell her, and I think she would love it. Number 5 on this list is John Dory. Now, John has just stolen all of our hearts, hasn't he? Maybe not yours, but a lot of people's hearts he's stolen. And I find him to be a really nice positive force that can still handle shit. In a lot of regards, I think that that's something that's really needed. He doesn't yet. I mean, we haven't seen everything, but he hasn't really lost himself too much yet. He's kind of got a good head on his shoulders, but he's an amazing shot. And, you know, listen, we lost Sasha. We need somebody, you know what I mean? So I just think that he would be a great addition for just the fact that he's useful, but also just the fact that he's also really positive, and that's something that after everything the people on The Walking Dead have been through, they really need that. Number 4 on this list is actually Alicia, and I know that she probably would top most people's lists. I think she would be really interesting. Obviously, she's gone through a lot of loss, and I think there are other characters on Fear that have definitely had loss. I'm not saying that they haven't, but the same significant amount. I mean, like, there's something about just the idea that someday Alicia and Maggie could sit down and, you know, have a chat about all of the shit that they've gone through. I mean, I think they could relate to each other a whole lot. And I think But not just Maggie, literally so many people I feel like could really relate to Alicia. And not only that, she's strong as hell. I mean, a big asset to the group and everything like that. But I think that she would be a really interesting character because of everything that she's been through and everything that she's had to endure and come out of stronger on the other side. Number 3 on this list, and I feel like you guys are gonna laugh, and I don't know what it is about these two. I put 2 together, but Sarah and Wendell. I can't, listen guys, I just can't, ooh, my heart. I just adore them. I really like Sarah. I feel like every episode I like Sarah a little bit more, and I love Wendell as well, and I think if nothing else, they're just a great presence comedically, and I think we need that. I think we need a little laughs over there, you know? Like, I mean, I know that we're starting a new beginning, and maybe, you know, season 9 won't be as devastating, though I don't know, with some news, you know what I mean, as devastating as like season 7 or season 8, but we still need the laughs. We need them, and I cannot tell you how quickly these two have just become some of my favorites. I love them, and yes, those two. For sure. Number 2 on this list is obviously, sorry, this is just for the sheer fuckery of it, and I can't use a better word. Strand. Strand. Who doesn't want Strand? I have said this so many times. When, you know, Strand would kind of look out for his own interests and whatever. Like, Rick would shut that shit down pronto. Could you imagine Rick and Strand, like, trapped in a building full of walkers and having to get out? Rick would lose his mind dealing with it, I feel like. I know that Strand is not all bad, not all con artist and stuff like that, but I really like that side of him, and I just find him to be so entertaining and honestly one of the best characters that have come out of Fear, in my personal opinion. I just absolutely love him. Whether he's being sleazy, whether he's being kind-hearted, whether he is sharing a drink with Madison, he is just, honestly, I really adore him and think he would just be very interesting with everybody, you know. I just thinking of some of the interactions that would happen. I feel like he'd really like King Ezekiel and everything that he did with, you know, proclaiming himself as king and having a pet tiger. I think he would really like that kind of swag that came with that and everything. I just think that he would be one of the most interesting people to head over to The Walking Dead. And number 1, nobody, absolutely nobody should be surprised by this. I have a favorite in Fear. Haven't seen him for a season, but maybe that's because he's already in Virginia. That doesn't make any sense, but you know, whatever. And that is Daniel. Daniel, where are you? Come back. I miss you and I need you. And I think he would be somebody really interesting to get into the Walking Dead show and with those people, because he knows what it is to have to do what you have to do and to protect the people that you love. And for where that show and that world is going, of a very kind of a direction of forgiveness, not for everybody, but kind of a direction on that, you know, and rebuilding. And I think it would be really fascinating to see where he would fit into all of that. Would he embrace it and be kind of relieved? Would he not really, you know, and not really be about that vibe? Would he, who would he trust? Who would he kind of not trust? I mean, honestly, Daniel doesn't trust anybody really. And I just think that he, to me, is, I mean, he's my favorite character from Fear, and just, I think partly why he tops this list is just because I want to see more of him, but also I think that he would be a really, the character that would create the most interesting dynamic if he just sort of showed up and tried to be a part of that community. I don't even know if he would try. It's really interesting. But yeah, again, obviously Morgan would top this list because I just want him to reunite with everybody and be so, and I would feel my feels and everything like that. But for the most part, those are the characters that I most want to see on The Walking Dead. I had to limit it to 6 characters just because of the sheer fact that, like, if I did a top 10, I would put like everybody in the show. And you know, it just would kind of defeat the purpose. So let me know down below which 6 characters you would particularly really like to see on The Walking Dead show, not counting Morgan. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and I'm really excited to watch the Fear finale that is airing tonight, and then the Walking Dead premiere that is airing next week. Oh my god, we're getting close, guys. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.